Team Builders just dropped in Madden 24, and I am absolutely printing coins right now. We gotta talk about it. Now, yes, I'm very excited to hop into this video, but before we get started, NBA Finals are tipping off tonight. We got the Underdog Fantasy t-shirt on, and boys, on the screen right here are a ton of my picks for tonight. Underdog, if you don't know, is a place where you can make picks like the one you see on the screen. It's pretty simple. You click higher or lower on certain stats, and depending if you get them right or wrong, you either 6, 10, or 20x your money. And with finals getting started, you better believe there are plenty of specials and discounts coming on Underdog Fantasy. There's a special or discount on literally every single game. The first one is the new user special, which is Jason Tatum, 0.5 points. And then for game 2, 3, 4, 5, there's also going to be discounts on one random player every single game. So if you want to check out Underdog and make some picks today, I will leave it linked in the description. Go to the App Store, download the app Underdog Fantasy, put in the promo code SWIFT, and then you're ready to make your picks and try and win some cash. Okay, now let's start making some cheddar. Let's start making some coins. What are we going to be focusing on? Well, the basis for this entire promo and the basis for this entire video is the 99 overall sets. Now, CeeDee Lamb, as an example, to get this one done, you need 2 random 96s, and then you need 3 NFC East division standouts. Of course, I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb. That's why it says NFC East. If I wanted to go through and get like the Aiden Hutchinson done, I'd need NFC North division standouts. Now, how do we get these division standouts? Well, you gotta go to these sets right here. They're right below them, and to get these done, if I want to do the NFC East one as an example, I gotta put in 3 94 to 95s. Now, this is any 94 to 95, and with that being the case, the first tip that I want to talk about is the 94 to 95 market. Boys, this market is incredibly inflated. These cards right now are selling for 75. They're selling for 80k. So if you have 94 to 95s, I beg you, either sell them off or put them in a set. Just do not hold on to these players. You can do one of the two things. It doesn't matter which one you do. You can sell them, you can put them in a division dynasty set. It doesn't really matter which one you want to do, but do not hold on to these players. This is the most value 94 to 95s are going to have for the rest of the game. So if you hold on to them right now, that is a massive mistake. Now, quick pro tip that I don't think a lot of people know is some people are also going through and they're building 94 to 95s. If you want to do that, you got to put in 91 overall players. So if we wanted to, we could go to the sets right here. We can filter it down by the program. Let's go to weekly wildcard as an example, because there's some pretty easy 94 overall players you guys can build. As you guys can see, we'll take a look at the weekly wildcard set. We're going to scroll on down until we get to 94s. And as you guys can see, if you want to do one of these sets, you got to go through, put in some 91 overall players. Now, me personally, I had some 91s in my binder. I'm putting them into this set, and I would strongly suggest as well, pro tip, not just the 94s, but the 91s are super expensive. So number one, if I wanted to, I could actually buy 91s and get this set done pretty cheap. I believe I can get this set done for about like 50k right here. But if you don't want to do that, because it is a little bit tedious, it's not really my favorite method to do, at least clear your 91s out of your binder as well, boys. Again, 91 overall players are not going to have this much value for the rest of Madden 24. I am telling you, that is a fact. So if you have 94s, 95s, or 91s, either sell them off or put them in sets today. All right, next up, let's get into the big money coin making method in this video. What have I done to make about 500k, and what am I going to do live in this video to continue printing coins? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to be building a CeeDee Lamb 99 overall set. I already did this one time, made very easy profit. How am I going to do that? You might be wondering. Well, we're going to be getting these 96 overall sets done, and then we're going to use the 96 overall players that we build to get CeeDee Lamb. Now, at the current moment, I'm trying to find 94 overall players at a price of around like 50 to 60k. Now, as you guys can see, you're probably thinking, Swift, how do you find these cards for 50 to 60k? There's no way you're sniping and you're finding them at that price. Well, boys, filter it down by position, and I'm telling you, you will find deals. I'm going to go on over to my auction block right here. Okay, only some of them are going to pop up, but as you guys can see, 48 and 60k for these cards consistently. We're easily finding at this price. Now, let's say we spend 60,000 coins per player, which again, I think you can actually get less than that, but 60,000 coins per player, we need 3 cards for every 96 overall set we complete. That is 180k per 96 overall card. Now, again, as you guys know, we got to go through here and we got to get that set done 3 times. So we're going to multiply that by 3, and that gives us a number of 540k. That means you're spending 540k to get the 96 overall division dynasty standouts for the CeeDee Lamb set. Now, to me personally, that's a pretty good number, because you guys are going to see a little bit later in the video that CeeDee Lamb is selling for about 1 million coins. And past this 540k in spend, there's not really much else we got to do. We got to get random 96s, which you can find at about like 75 to 80k. So once you get this part of the method done, you're kind of done the bulk of the method. There's only a little bit that you got to do after that to get the sets completed. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit more buying here. I think I need one more 94 to 95, and then I'm going to have enough to get 3 Division Dynasty sets done. And bang, as you guys can see, 31K for Dante Fowler Jr. I'm telling you, I put 60K as my number, but I will almost guarantee you I'm getting these sets done for a lot less. I know I got 540K as the total right here, but realistically, I think I only spent like 440K. 540 is like your max. I don't want you spending more than that. Okay, now let's go through. Let's get these 96 overall sets completed. As you guys can see, we're gonna get 2 done right here. I already did 1 off camera because I was actually just grinding through this method, and I was like, okay, I need to relax, I need to pause, I need to turn this into a video. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. You can pick any of these Division Dynasty 96s. For me personally, I want to do the CD Lamb set, so I'm doing all the NFC East ones. You can do whatever you want. CD Lamb is the most expensive right now. I'd recommend you do them. Okay, now past that, what else do we need? We got to get 2 random 96 overall players, which you can find on the auction block for a pretty decent price. They're not too expensive in terms of how you guys are going to find these cards. Filter down by the quality 96 to 97. Take a look at some of the programs. I would say programs is probably easier than positions for these. I would go by position when you're finding your 94 to 95s, when you're finding your 96 to 97s. Just go down by program. I think it's a little bit easier that way. We'll go down by free agency. I think I saw a cheap one before. And yeah, 97K for Brian Burns. Let's say we're spending about 95 per player. That's given us an answer of 730K in total spend. I will say, I think that's more expensive than I'm realistically going to be paying. I think realistically I'm in for closer to 650 because again, I was assuming 60K per 94 to 95. For me, I think I found them for a lot less. I would say I probably spent like 650 to get this set done, and you guys are going to see just how much CD Lamb is selling for. 87K for Terrell Suggs. Again, these numbers that I have in here, you can get for a lot less. I mean, maybe I spent even less than 650, might have been close to 625. Okay, now here we go. We're getting our CD Lamb set completed. There is a little bit of a glitch with this set. You got to go through and click X when you're adding in these 96 overall players. For some reason, they just don't automatically go in properly. As you guys can see, we had to manually put in Brian Burns. He wasn't showing up, and now that we've done that, the set is going to allow us to complete. For some reason, it was saying we didn't have all the players until we did that, so that's just a step you guys got to know. And bang-a-rang, CD Lamb set completed right here. 650K in spend. Let's see how much the card's going to be selling for. He should be 900K plus. The last time I sold them for like 942, and let's see what number CD is going to be going for right now. Moment of truth, boys. Yeah, he's 958 or 1 milli plus. I'm going to put him up for like 985. That looks like a good number. I don't think I'm going to go over a mil because I do want him to sell rather quickly. Don't want him to be up on the auction block for like 30 minutes or something. So we'll go under a mil right here. Let's go 986 and let's post this card up. Again, we spent like 650 and we're making an easy 250K in profit after tax. Did that twice already. That's 500K in profit. Now again, what do you need to be doing today? Well, 94 to 95s as well as 91s need to be gone from your binder. You can either sell them or put them in sets, and then if you guys want to, you can also try and build out these CD Lamb sets, which I would strongly recommend you guys do. As you guys can see right here, hopefully it shows both my auctions because I did have another CD that I sold, and yeah, as you guys can see, sold my first one for 949. This one is actually more expensive, which we love to see. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.